First off, I'm just going to say what it seems like you're already thinking. Staying within Amazon and then transferring to a SDE II role is almost certainly the optimal thing to do, because you've already been in Amazon for a while. You've built up these relationships, you've built up this support network, you understand the company and its culture. So that would just kind of be amazing on all fronts. You would get to stay within the same company. It's not as thrashy. Amazon is a very strong company, known brand name, and you wouldn't be starting from zero. You're putting yourself in a very good position to be a successful SDE2 if you were just to transfer internally. But what I will say is there's no reason why you can't pursue both at the same time. You shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. If you have the bandwidth to take multiple bets. So doing interviews at other just good companies, could be other big tech companies like Facebook, Google, while pursuing an internal transfer just seems like something that's reasonable to do if you have the bandwidth for it. And yeah, it's not likely that that you'll be able to cleanly get an SDE2 or like an L4 offer going to a different company, because you're currently not formally on the suite track. But you never know. And if you have the bandwidth, if you have competing offers, then you should be able to move at least one of them from like an L3 to an L4, like a more mid-level software engineer role. But again, it depends on how much bandwidth that you have. What I will say on top of all this is that life is a marathon, not a race, and this applies to your career as well. It would suck after 3 years of experience to go from a software engine, from close to an SDE2 level or at SDE2 level, and then being leveled at SDE1 level. But it's not the end of the world. That is a promotion that could be done pretty quickly if you're in the right environment. I think when it comes to the big five, Meta and Google are probably the best in terms of internal mobility. Meta is considerably better than Google. I've seen folks measure it on Blind, and from anecdotal experience, Facebook should promote 30 to 50% faster than Google does. I've seen many software engineer ones at Facebook get to software engineer 2, E3 to E4, in just one half. So that's just 6 months. So suffering a 6-month kind of step back isn't the end of the world. So I think Meta is a really good company to interview for, because even if you get an E3, an entry-level engineer offer from Meta, if it's competitive and you truly have what it takes to move to E4, SDE2, then it won't really take you that long to get to that next level. So yeah, that's it depends on how impatient you are, but again, it's not like it seems like the internal transfer at Amazon could take some time as well. So it's kind of opportunity costs. It's like in an extreme scenario, you are somehow able to go to Meta next month as let's say an E3, and then get promoted within in half. The performance review cycle is pretty much H1 just ended, is ending right now. So the timing would actually work out. And then if it takes that much time to transition to an SDE2 within Amazon, then you're at the same place, right? You could take a while to transfer internally to SDE2, and then you do it early next year, or you could potentially do it at another company, and then just kind of get the promotion within that time. So yeah, just some food for thought. But I think overall, just staying in the social capital that you've already built and understanding you've built up the company is very important. So yeah, transfer internally if you can, but it doesn't really hurt too much to pursue other avenues unless you're really, really strapped for time. So yeah.